Well, it's the end of another week, and that means we get to review all the books that we've read. So, here we go. Let's start with Jonathan and his mommy. Now, can you think of some of the funny ways that Jonathan and his mom walked? Go ahead, get them in your head. Alright, now let's see. I've got two that I like the most. The first one is the itsy bitsy baby steps. Itsy bitsy baby steps. Remember that one? Yeah, that one was a funny one. And then this one, the crazy crisscross step, where they crisscross legs and they crisscross legs again, and they crisscross legs, and that one seemed like it was a lot of fun. Alright, now let's move on to tortillas and lullabies. Now, for this one, how did the activities or the things that they were doing, how were they the same and how were they different? So let's talk about the tortillas. The tortillas, you remember how they were the same and how they were different when they were making them? Yeah. When the great-grandma was making them, she was using a stone out in the field, baking them over a fire, and then Grandma was baking them inside, still cutting them, and baking them on top of a wood stove. And then, what was it? Mom, she was making them at the house with all the ingredients already there. So this is all different, but they were all the same because they were all making tortillas. Alright, and then for the flowers, well, they were all the same because all of the girls were picking flowers. But they were different because someone picked flowers in the forest, someone picked wildflowers out of their front yard. One girl bought flowers from a florist or a person who grows flowers for a living, and then the little doll, she made paper flowers to give to her mom. Washing. It was all different how they washed, but they were all it was all the same because they were all washing. They were all doing the same activity. They were all washing their clothes. And you remember the one person was washing their clothes in the stream. Another person had their clothes that they could put into a bucket and cleaned it using a washboard and a wash bucket and a well. Then another person was able to use what we use today called a washing machine. And then the lullabies. Yes, the lullabies. They were all singing lullabies, but they all sang different lullabies. Okay, so that was tortillas and lullabies. That was a good story. Now let's talk about families. And let's take a look at this last page because I think it has the most activities on it that you could do with your family for that book. And what's your favorite selection that you do with your own family? Maybe you and your family go out to the park and play ball. Or maybe you and someone at your home read together. Or maybe you and someone plant. Or maybe you guys look at pictures. Remember, I said my favorite thing to do with my family was rake leaves. And I really do like to rake leaves because we have a lot of them. We live out in the middle of the woods, so lots and lots of leaves to clean up there. So we get a lot of quality family time. It's a lot of fun. Alright? And then you'll remember that we read, or you actually read, The Birthday Party to me. Now I'm going to tell you the story of the birthday party and how I see it. Alright, so I'm sorry, this is The Birthday Party, told by me, Mr. Marriott. So it looks like here, they're setting the table, getting ready to have the party. Here it looks like on page 3, people show up, maybe Grandma and Grandpa show up to the party. over here, and you know what always happens first before you can open your presents is you have to blow out your candles on your birthday cake. So maybe they're singing happy birthday here to this girl, and I'm gonna say she's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old because there's 5 candles on the cake, and here's Grandpa taking a picture of her, and then she gets to open her presents. Ooh, lots and lots of fun opening presents, and she got a turtle. Alright, now that the party's over, Grandma and Grandpa, they're waving goodbye, and so is the family saying goodbye. Maybe she is saying thank you for the great toy, and Grandma and Grandpa will leave. So those were all the stories that we read this week. I hope you enjoyed them. You can go back and watch them anytime you want. Right now, what we're going to do, though, is we're going to review some high frequency words, or words that we are going to use all the time. All right? And that first one that we learned was I, the word I. Spell the word I with me. I. And then the second word we learned was this word right here, and that word is see. Spell see with me. S-E-E spells see. Spell it again. S-E-E spells see. All right. And then our last word that we just learned this week was my. Spell my with me. M-Y spells my. Alright? Very good. Now, we're going to build some sentences, and I want you to point to the words that I need, or the pictures that I need, to complete my sentence. Okay? So, point to the word. We're going to build this sentence. I see my cat run. Alright? I see my cat run. So point to an I. Find an I. Very good. There's an I. Let's take that one up there. I. Now I want to say I see. I find the word see. Point to it. Okay, and I'm going to grab this one. S-E-E. We're going to take that all the way up there. So I have I see. And I need to write, I see my. I need to find the word my. Go ahead and find the word my for me and point to it. Very good. Let's take this one up there. I see my. Now I said cat. Point to the picture of the cat. Very good. Let's take this one. Oh. There's the picture of the cat. I see my cat run. Find the picture of someone running. Very good. If you're pointing right here, you found the picture of someone running. Let's take that all the way up there. So we have I see my cat run, but there's something that we need to make sure we put on the end of the sentence. What is that? Very good. It is a period. Our period is just a circle. Boom. Let's take that one up there. Put that right there. We now have a complete sentence that we have created using our high frequency words and pictures that we have. So we have I see my cat run. Read it with me. I see my cat run. Good job. All right, let's move on. The next sentence I want to write is I see my dog dig. All right, here we go. Ready? Find the word I. Very good. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put it up there. I see. Find the word see. Point to it. And it's the only one left. S-E-E spells see. So there we go. Pull that one up there. I see. We need to write the word my now. Find the word my. I see my. Should be pointing at my right here. Take that up there. I see my dog. Find a picture of the dog. Very good. I'm going to take this one. There's a picture of a dog. I see my dog. And we need a picture of someone digging. Find a picture of someone digging. Point your finger to it. Yeah, you should be pointing right here. I see my dog dig. So I see my dog dig. But this is not a sentence until we put a period. I'm going to take that period right there and move it on up. Okay? So now we have one more sentence to write. And I want to write, I hug my dog. So let's find the word I. Point to the word I. Very good. I. Now you need to find hug. Find the word hug or the picture for hug. Yeah, you should be pointing right here at these two bears hugging. So I hug my. Find the word my. Point to it. Yep, you're right. There's the word my. I'll pull it up here. I hug my dog. Find the picture of the dog. Very good. Dog, there he is. So I hug my dog. We need to always put a what on the end of a sentence? That's right, a period, and a period is right here. So to make that a complete sentence, we put that period in, and here we have I hug my dog. Alright, let's read these sentences all together. Ready? I see my cat run. I see my dog dig. I hug my dog. Good job. You did a really good job with that. Now, we have learned all these words, which means now we have to do a worksheet, which is practice book page 107. First thing you need to do after you print this page out is put your name, cut a bloom right here at the top. So you're going to write your name right here. Then you need to read these words. They say I, see, and my. And you need to read these sentences and fill in the blank with the correct word of either I, see, or my. So you'll write I, and you write a word, my shoes. So I blank my shoes. Well, should I use I, see, or my? I blank my shoes. You're right. I should use the word see. Okay, so I see my shoes. All right. Now, for number 4, it's a picture. It says I see my bus, and you need to draw something you would see on the bus. Alright, draw a picture to go with that sentence. So maybe it's the big red stop sign on the side of a bus, or maybe it's all the boys and girls on the bus. Okay? Let's go ahead and pause this video and complete practice book page 107. Now, before you pause the video, I want you to remember, have someone take a picture of you working on this, and have that same person take a picture of your completed work. When you finished all of your work, submit your pictures as attachments so you can get credit for doing this assignment. Alright, so go ahead, pause this video, and get started on practice book page 107. Alright, I cannot wait to see your work from practice book page 107. But until then, here's the next thing we're going to work on. Alright, we have a new book, and it is available for you to print right now. Alright, it's called I See Myself. Okay? I See Myself. Alright, here we go. I'm going to read it to you, and then you are going to read it with me, okay? So let's listen up and pay attention, okay? I see my dad. I see my dog. I see my toothbrush. I see my toothpaste. I see my pants. I see my shirt. I see my comb. I see myself. Right, very good. Now, let's read it together this time, okay? So read it with me. Follow my mouse cursor here. Here we go. Ready? I see my reflection. Or myself, sorry. Here we go. I see my dad. I see my dog. I see my toothbrush. I see my toothpaste. I see my pants. I see my shirt. I see my comb. I see myself. All right, very good. Now, here's the deal. What you need to do is you need to print this book out and read it to yourself as many times as you want. Once you finish reading it, you can then color all the pictures, but you have to read it first. Okay? Read it, then read it, then color the pictures, and then, listen up here, I want you to read this to someone at your house. Maybe it's mom, dad, brother, sister, or someone else that lives at home with you. But make sure you read to them this story. Also, you need to have someone take a picture of you reading the story to someone at your house and submit it below. Alright? Keep up the good work. I can't wait to see a picture of you reading this book and see your awesome coloring job. Alright? Get started.